my name is Missy, and again, I'm super stoked for this project, probably because I'm obsessed with the new live action Little Mermaid, but also because this is a great one. It's gonna go across 2 days, and we're just gonna build our circuit on day 1 here to make this light up. Super cool. So we need our lid of the box, as well as our brass fasteners, and you're gonna grab that LED light, which, careful, and then our battery pack. Let's start with a brass fastener. You're gonna probably have a larger than normal one, and we're gonna go in on the right hole. If you're looking like into the lid of the box, we're gonna put that brass fastener through the right hole so that it pops out on the left side. And then I'm gonna turn the arms down so that one of them is folded down. And this is the bottom of the box, if you can see. And then we're gonna fold down one arm is sticking straight up. Let's take our battery pack, and we're gonna take the red wire, take the red wire, and we're gonna attach this to the brass fastener arm that's sticking up right here. And the way I like to do it is I'll hold the brass fastener and I'll pinch this wire, the tip of the wire, with 2 fingers, and then hold the wire down, or the brass fastener down, and I'm gonna wrap this around as tightly as possible, and then I'll keep it on the bottom, kind of close to the base. And then I'm going to fold this, wow, that's like one of my best attachments ever. And then I'm gonna fold this arm down to really secure that in there. But you'll probably want a piece of masking tape as well, just to cover it, keep that from touching any of the other wires, and then it kind of secures it a little bit more to keep your connection strong. Then we're gonna take this black wire, and we are going to attach it to one of the arms of our LED light. And this one's really tough, I know, especially for the kinders. Same thing though, I do a pinch on the top here, and then I'm gonna hold the LED light. They're probably gonna need some help with this. And I'm gonna wrap around the wire as tightly as possible, keeping the loose, kind of frayed side of the battery pack pinched in between my fingers. And then once that is kind of past the point of me being able to hold on to it, I'll wrap it around a little bit more. And then I'm going to make sure it's really secured by folding in that LED light arm. Can you see that? I'm gonna fold it up to make an L, and then I'm gonna pinch it shut, which I did too far. So maybe just a little bit here. Glorious. It's a little pokey, so be careful. We can poke that LED light now into the top hole, and it's gonna come out. Mine needs a little bit of an extra punch here, so I'm just gonna use some scissors. This is really high-tech stuff, you know. And then I can put it through fairly easily, and I'll use some masking tape to see how it pokes through. And I'm gonna use some masking tape to secure that arm that has been attached already, kind of down onto the box. All right, so I have my red wire to the brass fastener, I have the black wire to the LED light, and I'm gonna take my second brass fastener. I'm gonna poke it through, it's gonna be the last hole, and it will be on the right side, and then when you flip it over, or sorry, it'll be flipped over on the right side here. This side, we're gonna take one of the arms up, and if you have a brass fastener that's like mine, that's kind of short, we are going to just do our best to wrap that LED light around, or just pinch it shut. And then we can take a piece of masking tape for that as well and secure it like so. And this should pretty much complete our circuit. We can test it by grabbing a paper clip and then testing that out. But if you want to test it before you finish for the day, you're going to need batteries. So let's put in our AA's. We've got 2 on this battery pack, and then we can test to see if this works. Please work. Oh, excellent. Great. Okay, day 2. We need to decorate, but we're also going to advance this game a little bit. So got some paper options for your kids. They can also just color their backdrop if they want to. I'm obviously going with the Little Mermaid theme one. And I cut it out so that, like, when I traced it, it would be too big, but I trimmed it a little bit. I tried to do waves. It was a solid effort. Did my best. My what? And then I'm gonna tape this, or I'm gonna glue this down. I'm using tape for the sake of time. And it's gonna look like this. We want it to be super smooth. It'll increase our kind of odds that we're gonna win our little game that we're gonna play. And then I'm gonna take some of the copper wire that we are, or not wire, I guess these are like adhesive copper strips. And I only need kind of like a little bit, but I want to increase my chances of being able to connect my fasteners with this paper clip. And when it floats up by using the magnet, it's gonna go straight like this. So I really want to bring those brass fasteners a little bit more narrow so that I can be more successful when I play. I'm gonna go right on top of the brass fastener and then down in this V shape. I don't want to connect this circuit because it will short. Obviously the electricity will keep on flowing through. So I want it to be narrow, but I don't want it to be touching. So I'll show you what mine looks like. And that way, when I take my paper clip, I can also turn on the light by just touching both sides of those copper wire. That is so cool. Not wire, copper strips. We have a little piece, I have a little scuba diver that I made here, and I'm gonna attach him to my paper clip so that he also lays flat and then can kind of float on up to the surface. And for the older kids, they're gonna take this magnet, and on the back, we're gonna try to go no hands here. On the back, they can try to float him to the top and have him connect. Ooh, can she do it? To light up that light. There we go, awesome. And then my younger students can use this stick, which is a similar, kind of like I would go fishing maybe with this guy, and we can come up here and try to get the light on to connect with these copper wires as well. Super fun. But we can make it more fun by adding some obstacles in the way. So we have these rhinestones that can act as little bumps in the road for those kids to try to avoid. They have to kind of go around. Maybe you want like a foam sticker. I really like this octopus. It's like the saddest looking octopus. Like those aren't really legs, right? Anyways, I'm gonna put that somewhere so that the kids have to work around. And then finally, we are going to add 2 popsicle sticks to the bottom so that it'll stand up on its own. So you grab a sticky square, just place it in the middle of your popsicle, and then attach it to the base of your toy. Ta-da!